Dear lovely viewers, today we bring to you one of the most heart-stirring, emotional, and unforgettable moments that has taken the entire Korean entertainment world by storm. Yes, we are talking about none other than Rowoon and Park Eun, two stars who have enchanted millions with their charm on screen and have now left fans utterly speechless with what has been described as a shocking, explosive, yet sweet moment in Seoul. A moment that no one saw coming, a moment that feels like a scene straight out of a romantic drama. Only this time, it is very real. The world stopped, the flashes of cameras lit up the hall, and every heart in attendance skipped a beat when Rowoon slipped a ring onto Park Eun's finger at their wedding in Seoul. The story of Rowoon and Park Eun has always fascinated fans. From co-stars to beloved personalities with a magical aura, their chemistry has long been the subject of admiration. But who could have predicted that this day would come so soon, and in such a dramatic, touching fashion? The wedding in Seoul was already the talk of the town, with fans lining the streets just to catch a glimpse of the couple, while the inside venue sparkled with elegance, decorated with breathtaking flowers, twinkling lights, and an atmosphere heavy with anticipation. Industry insiders whispered that something special might happen, but none could have prepared for the overwhelming beauty of that very moment when Rowoon, standing tall and confident yet visibly emotional, reached into his pocket, held up a small velvet box, and unveiled the ring that would seal their story forever. Our dear viewers, imagine the crowd at that instant. The soft music playing in the background seemed to pause. The gentle hum of whispers stopped, and all that remained was the sound of Rowoon's trembling yet firm voice as he turned to Park Eun with eyes glistening. Those in attendance described it as a scene where time itself froze. Rowoon, who has always been admired for his calm and composed personality, broke down just slightly, his voice filled with both vulnerability and determination. He looked at Park Eun and told her how much she meant to him, how their journey together had been nothing short of a miracle, and how he wanted to spend the rest of his life holding her hand, no matter the storms they might face. It wasn't just a proposal, it was a declaration that shook every heart in that room. Park Eun, elegant and graceful as ever in her wedding gown, was overcome with emotion. Tears welled up in her eyes as she smiled, her hand slightly trembling as Rowoon slid the ring onto her finger. That glittering ring wasn't just a piece of jewelry. It was a symbol of devotion, trust, and a love story that had finally unfolded before the world's eyes. The audience inside the wedding hall erupted into applause, gasps, and joyful shouts. Many stars who attended couldn't hide their emotions either. Some were seen dabbing tears from their eyes, while others stood up to cheer the couple on. The moment was explosive, not in chaos, but in pure, overwhelming emotion. What makes this moment so extraordinary is not just the act of Rowoon giving Park Eun a ring, but the way it unfolded. It wasn't planned as a traditional exchange. Sources revealed that Rowoon had kept it a surprise, even from close friends, wanting to create a memory that Park Eun could treasure forever. That risk, that bold and heartfelt move, is what turned a wedding into an unforgettable spectacle. Fans around the world who caught snippets of the scene through social media immediately flooded timelines with messages of love, congratulations, and amazement. Clips of the ring exchange began trending almost instantly, dominating hashtags and headlines. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the symbolism here, dear viewers. In Korean culture, and indeed in many traditions, the act of giving a ring is not only about romance, but about eternal promise. For Rowoon to do this in such a grand yet deeply personal way shows his genuine heart and the depth of his feelings for Park Eun. It wasn't just a ring, it was his soul, his commitment, and his dream being placed gently into her hand. And Park Eun's acceptance, her radiant smile through tears, was her way of saying to him and to the world, "Yes, I choose you too." The reactions of fans across the globe have been nothing short of incredible. Many are calling it the wedding of the decade. Some say it's the greatest love story that K-drama fans could have hoped to see come true in real life. Social media is flooded with words like fairy tale, dream come true, and destiny fulfilled. And it's easy to see why. Watching two beloved stars who have inspired millions with their talent and sincerity stand before each other in such honesty and love feels like something out of a fantasy, yet beautifully rooted in reality. As we reflect on this moment, let's not forget the journey that led here. Rowoon and Park Eun's story has been woven with friendship, respect, and admiration long before this day. Their bond was something fans often noticed, those subtle glances, the genuine care, the way they always spoke so highly of each other. It seems that what began as a spark on set grew into something much more profound, something that could not be hidden forever. And now, in front of the world, they have embraced that love without fear. For those who attended the wedding in Seoul, many described it as being more than just an event, it was an experience. The beauty of the decor, the elegance of the guests, the presence of some of the biggest names in the Korean entertainment industry, all added to the grandeur. But despite the glittering lights and luxurious surroundings, what people carried home in their hearts was that one unforgettable scene. Rowoon giving Park Eun the ring, her smile through tears, and the thunderous applause that followed. Our dear viewers, imagine yourself being there, feeling the energy of the room. The sudden hush as Rowoon reached for the ring, the overwhelming warmth that spread when Park Eun accepted it. That's why this story feels so personal to so many. It reminds us all that love, when it is true and pure, speaks louder than any performance, louder than any scripted drama. It breaks through barriers and leaves an imprint on everyone who witnesses it. And so, as the night in Seoul sparkled with fireworks and celebration following that emotional ceremony, one thing became clear. This was not just the union of two beloved stars, but the birth of a legacy, a love story that will continue to inspire millions around the world. Fans are already anticipating what lies ahead for Rowoon and Park Eun. But one thing is certain, they have already given the world a moment that will be remembered forever. To our cherished viewers, thank you for sharing in this journey with us. Your love and support for Rowoon and Park Eun, as well as your dedication to following these incredible stories with us, mean everything. Moments like these remind us that beyond the fame and the spotlight, there is real love, real emotion, and real humanity. And today, we were all privileged to witness it. Rowoon giving Park Eun a ring at their wedding in Seoul wasn't just shocking and explosive. It was magical, heartfelt, and unforgettable. It was the kind of moment that makes us believe in love, the kind of story that reminds us why we follow these stars so passionately. From all of us here, thank you for being part of this emotional ride. Stay tuned, because as always, we'll be bringing you the latest updates, the sweetest stories, and the most captivating moments from the lives of your favorite stars.